Good morning, campers. So this morning, we're kind of dealing with the aftermath of last night. I didn't have a very productive day, had a bad headache, neck pain all day. Pretty much kept me on the couch pretty much the whole day until about 3. And then finally, I got out and I built this. So that's the channel pocket for the fan. And it ended up being a little more low profile than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to stick out more than that. So I'm not sure what happened there. Measured the hell out of everything. And came out looking pretty nice. And even with it opened up, I mean, that still doesn't stick up much. The major problem I ran into as soon as I went to glue everything together is I realized I had actually cut everything to the wrong line. So everything's actually 2 inches too tall. My original plan that I intended to do on everything, which is all the line the cabinets are cut to. Let's see if I can grab a piece like this. You know, we've got to skin everything in 2 inches of foam, so everything was going to go to the top on the outside. So imagine a 2-inch strip glued to the top everywhere, and that's after we get our side pieces on. So the top foam was going to be the last foam to get put on, and that was going to wrap over everything. Same with this, I was going to wrap that foam over the top of this curve. But looking at the template, and in my enthusiasm to actually get something done on this, I wasn't thinking about that 2 inches. We can see on the template, we have a cutout here. This is where the 2-inch piece goes. That's why I have this cut out, so that I could cut these pieces. The cabinet pieces could get cut right to that line. So this was cut so that I can make a mark on the foam, cut the foam. Same thing here and here. So I forgot about this 2-inch strip. So instead of, sun's pretty bad. So instead of cutting and measuring to about here and then drawing the circle or the arc and having it stop right here, I actually measured everything up to the edge all the way down. So everything is sticking up 2 inches too high. So that's kind of unfortunate. It means now that's going to kind of throw off my plan in my head of exactly how I was going to do everything. So now I'm spending way too much time thinking about exactly how am I going to glue everything together now, because now if I leave it this way, then I would have to trim the top piece to fit this, where I was going to do that kind of later, just come up to the edge. Now I got to trim it to here perfectly, and then I probably need to have like a ledge down here at that 2-inch mark, something so that when I do lay this piece down, it'll have 2 glue surfaces to join to. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about now. Or should I just go ahead and just find some kind of thing that can go down and cut exactly 2 inches off? I'm kind of thinking about doing that because I do have that hot knife dealio. Where did that thing go? And I could take this thing, take this hot knife blade, and maybe I could take and clamp on a piece of wood or something going across these arms, but these arms get really hot. But I mean, I could clamp something on and then exactly go down 2 inches exactly and cut exactly 2 inches off all the way around. And then whenever it touches over here, figure, okay, just leave that alone for now. Deal with that some other time, but I don't know, that might get kind of ugly. So now I'm kind of debating, like, what do I do now? because that stuff like that kind of throws me shit through for burp, blurp, bleep, bloop, blop. That kind of stuff kind of throws me for a loop. So what do we do now? Instead of spending 10 hours thinking about it, I need to know the plan so I can just move forward. So that's where we're at there. And then once I figure that out, I need to take those measurements, and I can do this now. I can cut out the notch there and cut out the notch here and set this in place. See what that's going to look like. Just got to remember, I don't want to do the full length. I want to do minus 2 inches. So that's what she said, right? So gonna think about that and figure out what I'm doing. And hopefully it won't be just a whole long day of drinking coffee and thinking. Hopefully we'll get something else done today. But other than that, thanks for watching. Keep your stick in a chick.